Okay, let's do another example where we find the equation of the tangent line here. So let's start with f of x is equal to 3x over x plus 1, and let's find the equation of the tangent line at the ordered pair 2, 2. Remember, again, we're using the fact of limit definition, which says that f prime of x will be equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x, all divided by h. So let me see if I can come out here to the side and figure out what this is. I'm going to need the f of x, which was given to me. That's 3x over x plus 1. I'm also going to need f of x plus h, which is going to be 3 parentheses x plus h divided by x plus h plus 1. And so that actually gives me that f of x plus h will be equal to 3x plus 3h divided by x plus h plus 1. So I'm going to take these two and I'm going to put them back into my equation here. And I'm going to spread out a little bit on this, and I am going to leave some space between those. So this is going to give me the limit as h approaches 0 of 3x plus 3h divided by x plus h plus 1, let's leave some space in between, minus 3x over x plus 1, all divided by h. And the reason I left space in between is because, once again, this is going to give me a 0 over 0 if I try to do a direct substitution. Again, I want to go on to the next thing, which would be factoring. In order to factor it, though, I need that single fraction. To get a single fraction, I'm going to need a single fraction on the top and a single fraction on the bottom. That means I need a common denominator. The common denominator has to have both of the denominators I see in it. So I'm going to come up here and multiply each by what it is missing. This first fraction is missing the x plus 1 piece, so I'll multiply it by x plus 1 over x plus 1. This second one is missing the x plus h plus 1, so I'm going to multiply it by x plus h plus 1 over x plus h plus 1. And again, when I do this, the reason for it is that each of these then will have a common denominator, and I simply need to address what's happening on the top. So this will be equal to the limit as h approaches 0. Now on the bottom I still have that h, which by the way will be h over 1, and I just need to clean up that fractional thing on top. So the denominator is going to be x plus 1 divided by x plus h plus 1. The order doesn't matter, but I do need to clean up the tops. So starting with those first fractions, I'm going to go ahead and multiply that out. That's going to give me a 3x squared. The outer gives me a positive 3x. The inner gives me a positive 3xh, and the last gives me a positive 3h. I'll then multiply this negative 3x, through this back one here, and that's going to give me a negative 3x squared, a negative 3xh, and a negative 3x. And then it looks like some things will cancel here. I've got a positive and negative 3x squared. I've got a positive and negative 3x. And I have a positive and negative 3xh. So now I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this, and I'm going to go ahead and flip that bottom fraction while I'm doing so. So this is going to give me the limit as h approaches 0 of the following. The fraction on top is going to look like 3h divided by x plus 1 times x plus h plus 1. When I flip the bottom one, I get 1 over h. It looks like the h's will cancel here, and I can go ahead in and do my direct substitution. This will then give me 3 divided by x plus 1 times x plus 0 plus 1, or simply 3 divided by x plus 1 quantity squared. And remember, this is what we call the general slope. So getting back to our prior, we started out with f of x being equal to 3x over x plus 1 And we wanted to be able to write the equation of the tangent line at the ordered pair 2, 2. We found our general slope f prime of x was equal to 3 divided by x plus 1 squared. And I know that anytime I want to write the equation of a tangent line, I need two things. I need the specific slope, and I need a point on the line. Well, they gave me the point on the line. The point on the line is the ordered pair 2, 2. And of course, to get the specific slope, we simply need to evaluate this at a given value of x. I might as well use the one they gave me, which is 2. So f prime of 2 simply says go back into my general slope, and everywhere there's an x, make it a 2. This is going to be 3 divided by 2 plus 1 quantity squared. 3 divided by 3 squared is going to be 3 over 9, or simply 1/3. So there is my m. Here is my x1, y1. And so then using the form that y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1, I get that y minus 2 is equal to 1/3 times x minus 2. And then when I clean this thing up, I'm going to get that y is equal to, so we simply get y is equal to 1/3 x minus 2/3 plus 2, which is the same as 6/3. So we get in our final answer, y is equal to 1/3 x plus 4/3.